Alright, I'm back. We were rudely interrupted by Twitch freaking out again. I'm going to suspect, because we did fix that coaxial cable on my end, my connection, my end of things is stronger. So this is basically the same issue we've been having with the ISP. But now when it hits that low end, it's not enough to even bother YouTube by what it looks like at all. It's still enough to knock any upload to Twitch. So one of them is just outperforming the other. Oh, at least it's kind of like it feels a little better on my end. Like I'm not constantly like looking at it, like just spamming me with warnings. But I don't know if it's actually better. It's really the same. That's where we're at. Wonderful. Let me see. Wow. One day they only told me it's gonna take a few months. Like how many months? A few months. Like thanks. So, you know, we push through. We push through. I'm just gonna keep working on my amulet in peace. We hope. Let's go into the. Hi, Quan. How you doing? Reset this one. I should probably, maybe, possibly find a passive roll on this amulet. But I want it to hit strength right now. To maximize fire resistance. Yeah, it's just a like, placeholder until we got a proper sweaty one. But we're still working on little odds and ends for this barbarian. Alright. Yup, I am not a hugger. We are not a hugger. We are not huggers here. Okay, now strength. Maximum life, reset this one. I always have to be really clear about that. It's like, oh yeah, the digital hug is cute. And then it's like, well, what if someone encounters me IRL? And they think that that's acceptable, because it's absolutely not. No, like flat out. Like, even my old grandmother knows, don't try to hug. We don't do it. We don't do it. Okay, so strength, here you go with this one. Maximum life, nope. Gonna reset you. I'm still waiting for it to tell me that I'm having internet issues. No, it tells me nothing to do. It's like, it says unstable on Twitch, but then YouTube says like it's excellent. So I don't know what Twitch's deal is today. Maybe, I don't know. It could be all just me versus Twitch at this point. So many questions. That's right. Bite them so I can get the strength. Nope. Do it. I don't know why I'm spending so much on this, but I have over 900 AK. I'll just say it's okay. It's alright. Maximum life. I need 1 strength, and I think just let it ride. I said that's what I was gonna do, I think, before Twitch hit the hiccup. And I'm not sticking to the plan, because I already had 1 crit on strength when I started this time. No lag in game? Well, it doesn't look great at 96. I'm probably about my normal, unfortunately. It's not too bad. Okay, there's a strength there. See where it goes. Critical strike damage. I'll just take whatever it takes for now, and then we'll enchant something else on that. Like a belligerence, if I can get it, wouldn't be bad. That is an option, correct? Let's see how we're doing. Oh, it's not. Don't let me have this. What else would I run instead? Interesting. So, we don't need the fire resistance here. Probably it's just like take all resistance and then I'll fix it, but I'm not dying, so it's not a big deal. Best way to farm gold? Assuming you're just looking to grind it and not actually sell to players. Then the reward boxes, the whisper caches, and the seasonal are probably pretty nice while doing escalations with all the gold reserve and things like that. You're really just focused on gold. Gotta get all those sources in one go. Maximum resource here. 16 out of 23. Not completely outside. All possibility getting some value there. There's a resistant elements. Tempting, but not that tempting. Maybe Vuln. I don't actually need that right now. I don't have Vuln going on. For science, let's see if it feels nicer. Okay, so here. Oh no. Sometimes. Okay, so these we hold on to. And then we should be a little bit better off. Everything's not upgraded. It took me quite a few hours before we got to that point. And I can do these, but I don't really want to right this second. So let's do the... Looks like the pit thing still is in style, especially because it's got a whisper on it now. We're doing the 69 tier for the glyphage. Yeah. You're looking to sell players the quick monies on the runes, and then the big monies on just one really nice thing for one of the more meta classes, and sell the gold cap plus. For gold for or the entire season. Wallers. See me, you don't want to buy anything off of anybody with it. So now, what is this doing? Nothing. Okay, champions, vampirics, and wallers. Those are going fine. Time for it. Poison summoner waller here. What else we got? Fight obelisk, Nagari light collars. Hello, it's the Fawn. Welcome back. Over here to my right, collect the blast wave. Champions. Fire multi. Shock lances. Yeah, I'm pretty sure today is ISP, so it's dropping in a different way than it usually drops. Like, it doesn't have like a precursor of like lag that I could see. And then YouTube today is staying absolutely solid. It's just that hiccup that hits it so low that Twitch stops registering that doesn't upload at all and it black screens. Or hits buffer. It's just like I keep improving my side of things, but I don't know what's going on theirs. It is what it is. Like, I don't think there's anything more I can do. It's like everything I have says it's excellent. But Twitch doing what it does. Yeah. Okay, here. Go to the moon. Apparently, yeah, I need to go to the moon. Here, these on the right. Okay, explosives. Terra, there was just like get a second internet connection, like bolster it. Like I don't think that works because then like one goes down low and that's the one that it's using and that's what triggering it for like not even a full second. I don't think it lasts a full second, but it does that. That would still be the same. Paying for extra internet seems ridiculous when just the first company should get it right. Then here. What do we have? Champions. That is fine. Now, what's next? Well, this one. Pop these. No, they have not told me that I got any free upgrades. They have not, and the tech was just out here a few weeks ago. He just said, "Well, they're working on stuff, and it might take a few months." Yeah. And then he said it in a way that's like, I'm not even supposed to say this, but I was like, oh, great. So they don't tell me all. F all. Frost is like, and I'm not mad. You can tell I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. This is just, you know, my full-time gig is influenced every time. Every time it happens. Let's grab the gloves, the two-handed swords. You guys, obols. Challenger. Okay, then take these. Fix it. He checked all sorts of things, and he fixed little blips in the system, XYZ. And then we fixed our cord now. It's not any of the Ethernet cords. I'm sure. I guess I could replace all those too, just so you know, those cords are bad. Maybe these are bad too, but they're not. Nothing suggests there's any problems there. It's just the area has issues. Alright, let's get back to the pit. Alright. It's only a few months in, he'll have plenty of time to live. Yeah, that's basically what they're telling me. It's like they're working on, what is it called? They're trying to get their upload speed to match their download speed. Is basically what it amounts to. Right now, it is atrociously different between the two. So while they're upgrading that, I just think, you know, toughen it out. Drop Evershift. I see the reports all the time from this ISP, like gradually, like all the different states, different places, saying that that's what they're getting. So it's just a matter of I'm waiting for it to happen here. Yeah, this map is solid for the pit, for sure. Moving out here. Okay. Death flash, lightning. Yeah, the internet, I have gig internet, and they... the upload is atrocious. We were talking about it with Ori, and her upload's better than mine. So I should steal her upload and it'd be better. Okay, now this is the best upload I can get in my area. Dude, that's the crazy thing for me. Like, no other option. None. Just like a few subdivisions. No, like a subdivision over, I can have fiber. Here are the champions. That lives in a Nokia. It lives in one. That's how it works. That's not how it works. Oh, there's mortar chilling wings. Got this done for me. Oh, fine. Summoner plague bearers. Here's the shock lances. Got you here. It all makes sense now. Fine for it. My dad was like the hugest Nokia fan. Pretty sure that's what he had for like ages and ages and ages. Ages. Herb shaker here. Reminds me, I want one of those like giant tablet phones. Because Lord knows I don't use my phone as a phone. I write on my phone, I play games on my phone. Never pick it up to use for a phone. Barely text anyone because, you know, everyone who wants to text me pretty much knows to go to Discord. Basically. I just need like a glorified tablet. Make that thing so strong it's basically just a tablet PC, and I'd be happy. I'd be happy. And I'm a giant purse chick anyway, so a giant tablet phone seems fine. Everyone's like, that thing is so massive, even if it folds. Like, I don't care. It sounds like a great deal to me. Hello, how you doing, Red Bull? The Danish have been Windows opinions and Nokia's in the Dutch and X-rated districts. Oh dear. You know this by experience, do you? You've actually left your little island to investigate. Okay. Now, let's go this way. Frozens. Okay, here you are. Back over here and southwest. Suppressors, explosives. You have a big cup attached to a piece of string which stretches there. Alright. You want to know more about the wood shoes? I have questions about the wood shoes too. Like, can they possibly be comfortable? Do you wear socks in those? How does one make them to right size? Okay, then here. Okay, then Wallers. How do we do champs? Okay, let's do this. Teleport, cold, and plague bearers. Donathan. Donathan down. Yes. The wooden shoes. Then we have options. Champions here. More a farmer thing. Is it safer to wear the wooden shoes than that, or is that what's available? Okay, nothing. Obelisk. Get these out of here. Yeah, the clogs. The clogs. Okay, then. Nope. We gotta check out the side on right. Need to find obelisk there for you and you. There you go again. Back over there. Poison, fire, fire. That looking. Left side, nothing. Okay, champs. Let's do. Okay, then. Grab the blast wave. And our northwest side. There's a Chillin wind, the vampirics must go. Anything out here? Got Frozens. Blood Mage. Blast Wave rolling. Need more of this. Here you do. Champions. Plague Bear suppressors. Here's a little multi-shot for you. Here we go. That's fine. We're gonna Clan Mauler. Champions. Clan Mauler's done. Now we're down this way on the left. Chillin wind vampirics. Let's go. All those judgments. What are we doing? What's up with you? And rights. I see you to be staggered there, lady. No GAs, no upgrades that we're looking for. Go revenge. This is for rare nodes. We'll clean that up. Spiritborn leveling. What do I usually use? I use all sorts of different ones for Spiritborn. I know a lot of people use Quill Volley all the way up. It is not bad. You really take your pick for those Spiritborn builds, and all the core skills and or all the basic ones are pretty solid. It's kind of whichever one you like. The only ones that don't work so well are, of course, you want to have thorns immediately because you need the pieces for it, and then like razor wings and things like this that need like really specialized gear, temper rolls. Everything else is pretty smooth. I do touch of death often for mine, even although it's a little costly, so you can do like the other poisons. All right. So we were looking at. Could use the swords. We have a better one of the shard that I have, and then we don't have a really good magnum opus. Give me all sorts of GAs, but not the unique stuff. Strength, damage. We don't need those. Roll this again. No, they had enough for one. Alright, fine. This is fine. We're back into the pit then. Let's go. Basically comes down to whatever one you have a good aspect for Spiritborn. Fly the good damage aspect, work with that. Profit. Hello, how you doing? Champions, 2 of this. Now we're over here again. Poison, vampirics, and fire, the fester pool. That's alright, don't want this. Here's these again. Summoners and poisons. Those will work. Nothing there. Alright. So, suppressors. There's a summoner. How do we look this way? Champions. Gained a Thar rune. Thanks, I guess. Howdy, it's Steve. Good morning. Lunatics. Nothing here. Now, vampirics and mortars. Not going for me. Now what's it? Let's hit the Koron's demise. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, then. Alright. Moving out here to the left. Back to Savi's, how do they call what? Okay, champions. This is the pit. And for the Rift equivalent similar mode is the pits. Back on down, lightnings. Clear these out. Hello, how you doing, Immortalize? Grab the lethal. See what else we're up to. Poisons and shock lances galore. Okay, that's fine. Right side, how you looking? Suppress electrified obelisk. Here you go. This is basically, yeah, the end game for D4 is against when you go up higher, higher, and higher in the pit. Don't want that. Full enchanted, shadow enchant. The champions, here we go. I'm doing well, minus my ISPs, of course, having a fit with Twitch. YouTube's doing fine, but every time one has a major issue, I gotta reset both. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm like, I keep improving all of my stuff on my side, hoping that it's like, okay, it'll fix it. It'll fix it. It's like, nope, always comes back to the ISP. First. Otherwise, all good. Let's go ahead that portal. Clearly Hive Master. Fire, I do not have as much resistance to at the moment. We're fine. There you go. So, how's this? Revenge. Yeah. I mean, I fixed the problem with my modem. And I was hoping, like, maybe it was just that core the whole time. And it's not. It's clearly not, because we had the same thing going on today. It's like, oh. Every time, like, we fix a little bit of a thing, and it's like, okay, that was the one. That was the one. It's like, it's been months. Okay, let's go ahead and deal with this sword. Florida. I mean, it says it in my About Me that I'm a Bucks fan, so it kind of just tells you. From Florida. The blood-soaked crab. We don't want any of that right now. Let's go back and keep doing this. Okay, here we are, game. Okay, summoners, there to you. Yeah, I'm from the swamps. Where I'm from. Literally lived across the way from the swamp stadium. UF for a while. Poisons. Yeah, so I'm from the swamps. Champions. Going on through here. How we doing out there? Go ahead and move out southeast to kill more of these. Little storm killer, like all was frozen. Talos is a goner. See what else we got there for us. Roll one through, back to southwest. Okay, then here. Chillin, here's a little poison for you. With the revenants. These time maulers are no problem. Let's take a look at how you do left. Right there for me. Champions. There are two ghouls. Doom spawns. Sonar Tempest Fire Enchant. Garafrad. Vision, not too big a deal for me. We'll keep moving out here. Clearly south side. Skip all that. What are you doing now? I'll hit these. Alright for you. Put them that way, now we're up top. And champion. Keep not going, let's grab protection. Back down below. Another one of you. Better. How's this? Can't for it. Champions here. Okay, champs. Another one here. That'll do. The old lunge. Not you or you. Another sex. Alright. Congrats to 3 alligators trying to get the Publix yesterday. I mean, that used to be. If I walk to and fro from things, I haven't practically seen that many alligators along the way over. That seems legit. I believe you. You just go outside and see some sometimes. It's normal. Everyday occurrences. Alright, up we go. Thither. Be this way. Like that. There you go. So we got Hell, we got Mage, we should be a Harmony. We can do more into Revenge. Push that one to 65. I'll go next. And we have to start thinking about going higher for more reasonable rolls. Northern drivers pose more of a threat than Gators. Yeah, that's pretty true. Pretty true. Alright, that gets higher in the rankings for bad traffic all the time. I'm just like, it's not us, we swear. It's them. And they're showing up when they weren't invited. Well, I guess they are invited. That's our first mistake. See how we do down here. Okay, then... Champions. Killing Winds and Suppressors. Got the good map again. Rolling right along, champs. Go first. Not gonna get the pull the way I wanted to, but they all came to me one way or another. It was functional. Here's down here. Here's and Tempest. Here's a little cold enchant. That Blood Pulse must go. Okay, here, champions. Let's go this way. Over here again. Chilling Winds explosives. What's that doing? 5. Toasty Waller Plague Bears, Inferno Blight, the champions. Gonna go over here and get those direct. 5 for it. Alright. Popping these to the northwest. There's no, like, you're talking like an auction house, trade post kind of thing? No, this game does not have that. They do it on the third-party websites if you want to get like a big readout of what's available kind of deal. And this game does not have sets. It currently has mythics, so those are purples. Don't forget, let's grab the lethal. Need more elites. I guess I could have gone over there to that left side and cleared those out. Those are very thorough. Can be on this one though. There you go. More suppressors for you, right around these parts. What we doing? Explosive Chillin, little Cage Master out here. To the next, here's some champions. No sub, Geo. Poison. There's the orders. 51st mates and all. We're here to the south side. It is not as much screen chaos as we're used to, that's for sure. That's true. Bears, but as far as like damage and effectiveness, it's still very effective. Get a little bit more. Let's hit the Guardians there. This is Torment 4. If you are in the pit after 55, it's always going to be Torment 4. And then for you and you, there is the stagger. Alright. Right now, D4 has a lot of weird lag issues where you think your rig wouldn't have them. It just kind of is what it is, depending. Like, fiddle with the settings and hope for the best. Hope for the best. It's doing alright for a fresh character. I don't have a good Magna Opus, so I'm not even using it yet, so that resource is not giving me all it's worth. Eventually, hopefully get a proper one. Still got 25% I can make on the shard. I've got 10% more on the hooves to go. There's a lot of room for improvement on this character currently, but she's fresh yet, so doing okay for what it's worth. You know, it's no Hydra sorcerer, but you know, it is what it is. If we really care about pushing the pit right now, it's about Mighty Throw, I do believe. For Barbarian, I don't have the patience for Mighty Throw. The one you just like, it's just spammable, like that's cute, but once it has to use that, you need it to play that. Like, as much as one can say like this is not super flashy, I still like it a lot better than figuring out Mighty Throw and waiting for all those cooldowns. Okay, thanks to follow, appreciate it. There are champions here. There you are again. We need that. No, we don't. Keep it going over here to the right side. Make Hoda great again. Now, Heavenly Ancient is not my favorite. I like the bleed barbs in various configurations. I like the play, I like the rain, I like all that. That's what I want to be great again. Let's hit that Korons. And then last season, rocking the Ancestors was not the worst. It's just, when I'm playing Barbarian, I don't feel like that's very Barbarian energy. It felt like other classes, which doesn't bother me, I guess, because I'm not like maybe the most traditional Barbarian in the first place, but you know, it didn't feel quite right. Season 7, all the Quake barbs, those were pretty good. I actually probably would have, if I had to do it over again, leveled to 300 on the Barbarian instead of the Bloodwave Necro. Cold Frozen. All the different leaves that you can leave Quake. That was cool too. Double Swing Barber again. I like Double Swing. Double Swing's pretty straightforward though. To be fair, Double Swing goes hand in hand with Dust Devils. Make Dust Devils great again. I like Dust Devils, but it's another one that like most people reckon that to be very Barbarian. I don't know. I feel like that's still more Barbarian than like Ancestors, like Ancients thing, whatever it is. I always call them Ancestors, like you call the Ancients. Alright. It has changed quite a bit over the seasons. I would anticipate whenever they do the next DLC, it'll change even more. We got sometime next year for that. Play Bears. I think how we're doing, but it's a lot better of a game than it was to start. Very slow pace feeling for like progression at the beginning. It's a lot faster now. Combat's still nice and snappy, and they've changed items ages ago. Keep making adjustments there, so it feels better. Definitely feels better. Does it still have a long way to go? I think for in-game, yeah, that's the piece of the puzzle they really need to kind of solve. But like overall, it's still better than it was. Okay, we need more. What am I missing now? Okay, all the way over there and then to the left. Okay, spiders. They're the champions. Yeah, the berserk ripping bleed barbs that kind of just went like, all over the place. That was the best of Barbarian for me. Around that season 2 era, and then I think berserk ripping was doing something weird more recently too. Just like seeing the health bars evaporate to damage over time, and nothing quite feels like that anymore. Gotta be dexterous. Dun-dun. Yeah, I started playing Diablo 1. Played 2, skip 3, and then we've basically been here since this one's beta release. Never taking more than a few months breaks for the period 2. So I've taken 2 months off, more or less, of D4 since it was released to play period 2, and then all the other times we've been here. We've been here. Okay, this way. We haven't heard what they're changing yet for season 10, but the odds are, you know, whatever I made is going to be one of the dex classes. If they actually fixed Spiritborn, so it did what it was supposed to be doing and like rescaled it, I would want to be Spiritborn. But as long as they don't really do that, then I'm probably a rogue. Like, if they keep the balance of the way, it's kind of similar to what it is now, those choices will be fine. Firebrand. Unless, I did say that if they buff the hell out of Blizzard somehow and like make that viable, I will main Sorcerer just to beat up Blizzard, but they have to give it a new unique or something to make it like look good enough. It would have to be huge. Okay, here with the Korons device. Okay, down we go again. Champions. Explosives and Chillin. Ooh, getting well soon on the ribs. Okay, southwest side. What do we do? Well, if you want to play Spiritborn this season, you like that what it's doing, go ahead, go for it. It's not gonna get adjusted until next season. Like, everything's locked in right now. And then thing is right now what it's doing is basically generally regard off the back of bugs. So calling fixing those bugs a nerf is kind of disingenuous to what is actually happening. Right now, Spiritport has all sorts of weird damage multipliers going on underneath that it's not really supposed to be happening. It's been like that since day one. So the quote-unquote nerf everyone's talking about is like eventually they're gonna fix the bugs. But it won't happen this season. So you want to play with the bugs, you enjoy that sort of deal, this is the time. Just any given season or any given time that they're giving big passes to those builds that they might fix it. I made you on your inventory to have a reprieve. Yeah, 2 bosses. We will be playing PoE 2 for a while when it has a new league, because it will be before this game has its new season. So we'll play PoE 2 for like a month or something until this one hits season 10. Page Masters. Get rid of these. Alright. Here, these as you do. I like whatever has new stuff, it's fun to play. So it all depends on like timing. There's a lot to like about both games. Right now I'm hyper ready to go play some PoE 2 just because we've been playing this for a long time. PoE 2 has a 4-month rotation right now for its new leagues, and then they do PoE 1. It's like kind of how they do it like in between, and I don't play PoE 1 right now. So, been back over there in Ray class. I believe the world is called in a bit. Rebel. Okay, then. Yeah, we have a lot of time left in season 9. Alright, so let's see how we do here. Am I going? Okay, collect. Let's head on back. I don't know anything about what Immortal does over there. No, I played it like day 1 when it launched, realized it cost me a fortune to enjoy the way I like to enjoy games, so I cut myself off of it knowing that it would go that way. Alright, so I got no idea about any of that. Do I always solo? No, most of the time I play in a group, but this is kind of like late season for us. A lot of like the poor people who like play a lot are already 300 with me, so they're kind of chilling. Okay, well, there's shock lances. Generally, I prefer to play with clans. Sometimes we do play with viewers, but it's usually a viewer that's like, you know, kind of like on the same kind of tier level of what I'm doing. I don't do carries, and I don't generally like it when my fresh characters are carried. So like when a character's like in this first few days, often it's either with a clan playing like their fresh stuff, or I get solo while I'm making adjustments and like seeing it's not for progression instead of getting carried the whole way, which is not as fun. We used to do a lot of leveling content where we would like go like legitimately through, but I did it like over 50 times. So now we're like happy medium. Happy medium. Okay, then we want that? No, we don't. Here are the champions. Yeah, right now I'm usually by myself because at this hour it's like it's a weird hour for one thing, and then like most of the crew like they're super leveled and they're just kind of chilling waiting for PoE 2 or the next season of this. It's just kind of like that weird part of the season. Okay, here champions, Gari slicers. And we're over here again. Prey makers. That'll go fine. How's this? Nothing. New Lich or Ranger next to Yuri 2. They haven't announced what they're doing for like rebalancing and what they're re-releasing, so it's hard to judge why we want to play like both games, both this game and PoE 2. So you kind of have to maybe wait it out and see what they're giving us. Because GGG hits us with a lot of rebalance when they do their new leagues. Who knows what's going to get absolutely obliterated and what's gonna get lifted to be more viable. And in that game, it's pretty important to hit something that can be a good starter and like farm well so you can fund whatever else you want. Alright. Yeah, we want Druid in PoE 2. Granted now, they might hit me with the ascendancy for beast taming for huntress. So then I would maybe want huntress more if they don't do it for the druid. And it seems like kind of like every class has an ascendancy that has a little bit of that kind of vibe. So I need whatever gives me that vibe for a dex build, and whichever one comes out best for that, I would be like most happy with. Let's clear these. Over with southwest. Going through it, and we'll keep it moving out here to the next. Alright. We don't mind people taking over either chat. Guy moving is cool. Keep this going. The limited time in PoE games, you're gonna have to care about the meta at least a little bit, otherwise you're gonna struggle. That's just how it is. You don't want to struggle so much that you're not progressing and actually getting to enjoy the game. Then go back after you already have the one that can kind of get things done, and then you can like experiment and try weird stuff. You gotta find like that happy medium. You're sitting like for days like the same points. There has to be a change. You have to make a lot of quicker changes and decisions on builds. That game, this one. Ranger seems like it's always pretty consistent. For starters, a lot of the time in PoE 1, it was like that too, those kind of builds. You couldn't go wrong. You chose to do something with the Ranger. Unless they nerf them into the Oblivion, which I don't think they would. It's a pretty good starter. Gives you what you need to get things moving. Nice, nice. Here we go. I was raking on my hunters for quite a bit. Got our enchanted. But I mostly like the companions over there. I really like the gives me joy. Hopefully they actually give me a little bit more to make it pop off, because they don't like scale for absolute death and destruction with what they gave us. Nice utility though. Alright, here to the southeast. Got more where this came from out here. Alright. Here is the summoner. Okay, it's like 1,000. Okay, the champions. Okay, there we go. Alright. Like the ice mage and electric, you like all the mages stuff. Yeah, the amount of screen chaos you can get on those PoE 2 wild. That's why I need the new GPU in time for that. We're kind of like lazy about putting it in for D4, like whatever happens, it happens. But as long as my PoE 2 experience has that 5080, I'm gonna be in good shape. Because lightning was lagging me like nobody's business. Alright. Move out again. Let's take a look at how we do on the right. Any elite? Nope, no elite. Here's some. Alright, there for us. Champions. Okay, here. What do we got? This map is massive. Well, hopefully massive enough to have lots of elites so I can get to the boss without having to do a lot of backtracking. That's all we ask. How we do it here? This was trash. Okay. Did not need that pull. Just I got rogue brain for a second. Granted, my cooldowns are really nice now, so I can practically do that anyway. Alright. Ah, nice. Old school Diablo action. I need suppressors. Alright. Yeah, it can be. It can be. Do it either one of the two means, and like kind of I'm not crazy about either of them. And it's always one of those like it depends on your build. Like your super meta is doing everything. It's like, oh, it's so easy. What's everyone else's problem? And like I tried something else that isn't built to do that immediately. Like, well, there's your mistake. Like, but you have to do it solo. So what do you want me to do? You're like generally gonna do it solo. I guess actually. We did cheese that a little bit. People are progressing like far enough ahead and going back, but that's not fun. That's not fun. Alright, here. We'll hit that Marshall now. Yeah, it's still this league. Over there, PoE has leagues. They don't call them seasons. Knowing how there's like the labyrinth and whatever it was in PoE 1 was, they don't really change stuff like that for progression much. They want people to, you know, have a little friction, have a little struggle. Now that I've done it a few times, I don't mind it as much. Segment and whatever challenge type stuff is not the worst. It definitely feels like sometimes not the best, depending on the state of your build. Right here. And there's always feel like they're easier when you're like with people that are on the same kind of like stage of their build. To do it solo. And then actually do it with group. I always reset that. Alright. I have all that kind of like leveling content from like day one, but often YouTube ends up cutting it off. Not even like cutting it off, it's just like not ever registering it. So you can probably go back all the way to like those early VODs and see mine. But these days we do not do a lot of leveling content here because we did so much of it, and now it's generally accepted that you use the caches or you just power level each other. Champions. But yeah, every start of the season we have no choice but to do it the old-fashioned way. That's right now the only time I really have that content. And I don't really watch anybody else, and I don't like to favor anybody else over each other and like get it wrong. So I can't really tell you. But I'm sure it's out there. Okay, grab the channeling. Close to the Obelisk Chilling one here for you. Let's get that Scorch Maul out of the way. It's like I lead you to one person, then someone else will feel badly that I didn't do it to them. So I usually just go full neutral, just like take your pick. Definitely out there. Definitely out there. I have no personal preference. Alright, here. Okay, then Terrors. Got that going for us. Yes, very end of August. We should be giving us more details pretty soon. This way we go. Okay, champions for this. Got that going for us. Reasonably you won't, Chow. Reasonably. You have to live in the pit and be fast about it. Like, no distraction, just head down, grind kind of deal. Blinders on, and not even halfway yet. The odds are against you. It's just not worth stressing about if you're not actually gonna do it. You just care about the achievements and that kind of thing. You'll get it gradually just by doing however much you do and let it roll back into Eternal. Log into the Eternal realm like once when it happens, and you're good. Yeah, I hope that next season the Horde is viable for it, like proper viable. And how they treated those XP modes in the escalations, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I'm concerned. They actually think the pit leveling is good content for the game. It's just like, it's not. It's not. Glyphs, okay. But after that, having to do it thousands of times is not my idea of a good time. We obviously do it. We obviously do it, but I don't love it. Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. Okay, here we are moving. Multi-shot, electrified obelisk. Clear these out. A lot of on here say Hydra forever. What is that? Here are champs. Got that one done for. Now what else you got going on down here southeast side? Champions. One of you. Alright. Alright, now the Mother's Blessing is on, so hordes are fine. But in all those XP boosts. does add up. But like typically early season they don't give you that Mother's Blessing right out of the gates, so it's not gonna be the most viable option at the beginning. Okay, what's this doing? Champions. Go to Tempest, Clan Shamans, these are done. Alright, here. And left. Spirit Fire and Chance. Terrors. 292 is pretty close. That was pretty close, Joe. Okay, Terrors. You should already be 300 on a turtle, aren't you? Aren't you? Okay, then... There's the Storm Eye, like the Almas are good. If you're not already 300 on Eternal, you will be in Carb next season. There's some Shock Lances. Here we go. Teleport's good. Flash Reavers. Yeah, 300 is just like extra stuff. It doesn't really matter all that much unless you're just very extra. Excuse me. Very extra. Bears are two. Got that done for me. Here we go again with this stuff. Feet here. That. We've need a Alar, Vampirics, we got Wallers, all of this must go. Yari Slicers. Back to southeast. Need to go and take a left out this way. Stormbleed. Champions. Fine for it. No worries. Explosives and Chillin. There you go. Hide you forever. There we go. That's dirty enough. That's the way. This is the way. Flash Reavers. You, and then here again. We're doing, what are we up to? Is it enough? That's enough. Ground Sea Hag. Hello there, buddy. How you doing? What you up to? Dagger. Damage is getting better now that the glyphs are popping. Still need more. Okay. Maybe to Harmony. Go again. It's the head pads. Evo. That's a head pads, yeah. Come, Dante. Right now our resistances are 60 and higher. Barbarian, you gotta like take rolls on them if you want them, but right now, for what I'm doing, it's high enough. We've been fine. Minus sometimes when I'm doing the bosses, I get complacent, I kind of pop, but everything else is good. This is without Tyraels now, I did take that off. Little Tyraels was giving me 85% for a little bit. That was cute. Okay, done. Now here. Shadow Enchanted, Midnight. Cove's gone. Champions for you. Blood Vermin. Could go back to that corner. Might need to. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, Catacombs. High chance. High chance of backtracking this. Don't like that. No siree. How's this doing? Rattlejaw. Fine. Champions here. Juno. Oppressors and Tempests. Find all this in the Gari Sears. Looks okay. Let's hit the lethal. Dun 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 dun. Now northwest. Champions here. Got our chance of Chilly Wings. Get a little Nagari Seer. What's this doing? We fine. Okay, spark burn. Be you out of the way. You don't have faith in your resistances? Well, roll some GA. All resistance kind of rings. That's what you need. Easy, right? Right. Just doing. Investigate. Teleports, Nagari Seers. I got more champions right there. Who else do we have this way? Whoops, what an awkward position. Maybe we check this. Maybe we check that out. Nope, no elites here, more than we didn't already have. Oh, let's take a left. If I can get through this area. Can't see much of anything. There you go. Pull it in. Everyone there and there. Back to it. And here comes the obnoxious backtrack energy we gotta do. We knew it was coming. The one that I was missing was all the way back on the other map. It wasn't for it being this catacombs. I could have gone away with it. I'm not so forgiving. Kill some of this too, just in case. So cursed. Soul shots. Might be a little bit here on the left. I don't think so though. It just looks like that little like dead end kind of room. We'll take a look though. May as well. Right here. Oh, there's a set of elites. Maybe enough? Possible, but doesn't look like it. And now we gotta go back and get that stuff in the corner that I saw. Alright. All the way down southwest side. I cry. That resource drop. Moving it right along. Okay, so you. Triple elite and frames. That's enough. Let's hit the Guardian's lair. I'm up here now. Blood Bishop. There you go again. There you go. There now. Here's the Marshal. 65. Denied. Alright, going again. Just so angry. Barbarians are why that loading screen pose exists. Wes and Wesley. Let's grab Steed. Renegade. Attack those resistances. Steed on the rogue. See how this looks. Longest we're gonna take my rogue that I did all the way from beginning to 300. We had about 215 hours on it, I think, when we finished. So maybe like on like 150 or something in the actual pit and like 50 hours on other stuff. Maybe less in the pit, I don't know. But it was something like that. Yes, hardcore is pretty decently popular, but nowhere near as popular as softcore, of course. The economy over there tends to be quite a bit different. Okay, now here, a lot more likely to end up in like solo world boss, depending on part of the season, that kind of thing. But it's still popular. There are a lot of members of the like streaming community that only do hardcore. Split between the two. Okay, shock lances. These out. Now, what do we have this way? Nothing there. Got more where this came from. Let's get rid of these. Things look good. Now here. Need that? No, not really. Bear suppressors, multi-shot. All that's going down. Here we went through here a little bit, so maybe we find something over here to the north of where I am. Biters. Nothing there. Nothing here. Oh, there you go. Bounce a little bit more. Get this death flash out. For you. Right there. Alright, so the Guardian's there. Nice. Dead mother. My mother tends to see me every day these days, but I don't see her. So you have to be there, Mom. Hi, Mom. She doesn't actually watch the stream. It took many years before we got to this point, but we're there now. Let's see. Marshall, 65. Ambidextrous. 68. We go again. All right. Right, it's funny. Oh goodness, but because of my late schedule, she usually always be like sleeping during like most of my stream. And now it's like we go like over in like the afternoon and all this sort of deal, like all the entire morning. There's like a chance she checks in. I've heard that she checks in every day now, only for a little bit. Like probably enough to say like, okay, I was there, but she's not a gamer. She's not a gamer. Okay, here we go. Explosives, electrified obelisks. To be fair, for the longest time, she was like heavily into social media type stuff. So she gets all that. Even that could be like the actual game itself, not so much. Not so much. I'm sure my dad has probably tried to explain it to her lots of times, and she's like, she doesn't care about that. Bless. Okay, here. Here are the champions. Those are good. Let's see how we do over this way onto the right. The Koron's demise. Journey's like, hi. Okay, now. That done. Vampiric explosives. Fine for it. Your dad, he's a proper gamer. That's what all his life. That's how I've been a gamer all my life. So we don't have to explain much to Dad. He's got that going on all his own. Artillery. Plays Baldur's Gate with my brother and I. Spawn like every weekend now. It's pretty funny. Okay, here. Okay, Cage Master. We actually let Dad be the cleric. Like, he's healing in Baldur's Gate. It's a wild time. Like, me not being the healer is something in general. Like, then trusting it to Dad and not like my brother is kind of crazy. But to be fair, my brother and I both are playing bards in Baldur's Gate 3, so it's fine. And then Fawn, he's a paladin, so everybody has heals. So even if Dad, like, for some reason, like, didn't heal us, it's okay. We got it covered. Primary healer. First time for everything. 60 plus years. The first time having to really play a healer. He's doing it. Up we go. Alright. Drown sea hags. All good, right? Then... Cool. Still working on ambidextrous? Sure, why not? Apparently I pushed that one up to 70. Let's go 70 on the other one. Chest armor. It's always the chest armor that's gonna be a triple. That means it's gonna be a defensive aspect probably, and also it's something of course I can't use. Lame. If they made a Batman skin, oh hell yeah. As a kid I actually went as Batman for Halloween like multiple times. I'm definitely a Batman fan. Would definitely go with these. Yeah, what again? Okay, now how we doing? Got more of these. As far as like action RPGs go, this game tends to be probably most accessible if you're not usually into the genre. It's like a good one to start with and see how you like it. It does progress fairly quickly, and it doesn't impede your progress too much where you ever feel like you're completely lost. Suppressor, not to mention the community tends to be really welcoming to newcomers. You're talking about like hanging out with like streamers and that kind of deal. Lots of guide makers and sorts around, people who will answer all your questions. So it's a good game and a good community to get into if you're especially like new. Even if you're not especially new, it's like still good then too. And then if you like it enough, then you can try some of the more sweaty action RPGs as well, although some of us here, you know, get proper sweaty about this game as well. Plenty of content in it. Alright. Yes, D4 is way better if you have to be, like, super casual. Summoners. PoE 2 are typically much more punishing games if you don't know what you're doing. PoE to the point you can break characters practically, and it turns people off very quickly. Fallen Shaman. Yeah. That's true. So you're like looking through things, stick your toe into the waters of action RPG. This is your game. You want like the mainline one, of course. Explosive Fallen Shaman here. Alright. Yeah, PoE 2 is still difficult, but I feel like they try to make it a little bit more accessible, at least a little bit, while still keeping to the course of being like the more sweaty of the action RPGs. I know even they, a lot of like the old school are never completely happy over there, but what it is. Alright. Got Bramble going. Yeah, see, that's usually how it goes. I think generally for like the betterment of the business model, you can't go too sweaty if you want to be like the most popular. I think typically PoE is happy being niche for sweats. Like, there's lots of action RPGs for all types. Kind of where we're at right now, which is perfectly good. Let's stick to this tier for now. I still got progression here before we try and push us up a little bit, because I know right now we are not the most heavy hitters. Those eyes look wild with that helmet. Alright, so right now PoE 2 does not have all effects. So we don't know exactly how all that's gonna go, but clearly both are very solid solo games. The part of this game in particular, other than of course Dark Citadel requires 2 or more, that really pushes people to party is just staying focused on grinding to 300 if you want to grind to 300. 300 is a very optional, like, extra luxury kind of deal. You get a lot of time on your hands. Good deal. There are plenty of people, even like clanmates, who only play practically solo, and that's what they do. That's perfectly good for this game. You are not really barred, other than of course that Dark Citadel, which most people don't even do anyway, from anything in this game. If you only play solo and or only play in a group, you can really do it all, either form. Combination of both is what I usually end up doing right here. Like bears. Alright, the Corons we will go. So the thing about PoE 2 is it has more team synergy, and you can have more people in a party. I think it's like 6. So there's that. Granted, most people who play that still, I'm pretty sure, play solo. Alright. And as far as I can recall right now, the PoE 2 crew have no plans to force people into parties, but you are definitely rewarded by having more drop value. I believe it is a drop opportunity when you have more people, but it does make it more sweaty all around. Over here to the next. Frozen Chillin Wings. Yeah, they'll have more action for the campaign for PoE 2 at some point. A lot of people are speculating they're gonna even give us some for the upcoming league, but no confirmation. I don't play either of those. I couldn't even tell you. Some of us around here are playing Battlefield, or played Battlefield Beta recently. Alright, so marshals. Right now, it's 2 times experience, not 2. Right now it's 35%. Running it right at the moment. I think it ends tomorrow. Of course, I'm not in the leveling stages, so I don't really know. Okay, here. Here, another one. We'll get the XP rolling. The Steve Irwin character. Alright, so here. Hello, hello. It's going swell. How you doing, please? Okay. Right this way. How we look? How we doing? You're lunging across all the bodies. Body surfing barbarian. Exciting. I do believe it does, unless maybe it was running 2 weeks. Yeah, generally these things run a week. Ice blade here. And out this way, left. Gold enchanted. There's this for us. We've got a sanctuary chat with the devs on the 14th. Tell us about the PTR, I do believe. Okay, south by side. And we're revamping how they're doing the campfires. We'll see how all that pans out. But I think that makes sense. I was saying like earlier in the stream that it's the campfire chats before the PTR and then after the PTR before the launch, they always felt like they were the same thing twice. It was very awkward. Because hopefully whatever they come up with is not going to be nearly as awkward as the last few, especially. What they've done. And I would be pleased if they were a little bit better about answering more hard-hitting questions when it comes to those campfire type chats. Because anytime we want to ask like the big stuff that's really important for those of us who are a little maybe too into the game, maybe really good answers. You could always answer stuff like directly about the upcoming like PTRs and then like upcoming like seasons. Like, don't worry about some surface level stuff, but one of the deeper things we just I felt like we never got answers. Okay, lightning supers, obviously they can only tell us so much, but the way that they answer kind of would feel not great. That's just my opinion. Alright, here. Here's that stagger. Watch out for the fire. There we go. So, here we need this one, and then a little revenge. Wanna do the Beastly Ice? We can do Beastly Ice soonish. That's cool. Gotta spin my obols. I need better hobes. What do they call it? What new unique for the season for Barbarian? Yeah, this from the Purveyor. Hooves of the Mountain God. Yeah, that's the one. So, inventory's all empty. We were still doing sword rolls, because there are 2 swords that we need better of. Alright, strength. Let's get rid of these. And spin some more here. Needs more swords. Alright, go finish your decaf. We can still run some paints in the meantime while we're waiting for Ori to roll back around. Yeah. Wicked Wanda. So, earlier I saw Wanda W-O-N-D-A, and now we got a Wicked Wanda W-A-N-D. Going on. It's like Marvel characters and Star Trek characters today in this instance, and both of those things are not exactly very common in this game, minus the Hulk, I guess, because of the pulverized thing. Seen a few of those this season. Very odd. Very odd. He's got that handled, I think. We can go ahead and deal with these now, too. Alright. I like how Ori's just like, buy a new computer. When she was just in that situation, and then she didn't even buy hers. Shadow Enchanted, clear this out of the way. Shadow Touch, just like buy a new computer, like, easy. Wave a magic wand. Done. Simple. Alright. You're saying one for 3 monitors, you're just gonna go all out. Alright, I see you. Alright. I've played a little bit of LE, but not a lot. Not a lot. Totally new to action RPGs. So if you're totally new to action RPGs, I do generally recommend D4 because it's definitely made in a little bit more casual way, like not too deep that a new player would get like kind of swamped. Last Epoch though is pretty damn good too. I don't know it well enough to like get really deep into how it goes, but usually people consider Last Epoch the kind of like in between D4's approach and then PoE's, which is the sweatier of the like probably the big 3 action RPGs you'd be playing. Here, so you're just like truly new at action RPGs. I would look at D4 first, and then you just like feel like, you know, go a little bit more sweaty into this, and maybe you go Last Epoch, and then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go all the way deep end, and then you can play PoE too. All right. Here are the softies. Alright. Player base matters in action RPGs only very little. They're pretty much always designed to be soloable, highly soloable games. If you like to hang out with the community and like the streams and that kind of thing, then D4 has a lot of that, where people are usually pretty chill and laid back. Helpful, really helpful. Some people to the helpfulness, so you can come up to them and then like they will carry you through content if that's what you wanted to do. People make guides. They're happy to sit there and like field all sorts of questions. D4 definitely has all of that for you, and then D4 has like the party finder where you can hop in with all sorts of different people doing different things. And the population in D4 is always like high standing. Although it lulls like a little bit later in the season, generally there's so many people that you need to do fine. So if you like to play with people, there will be people. No problem, Steed. Go. That being said, PoE 2, they have the party finders and all that kind of deal as well, but I don't know like the overall like overarching community as well over there. I know generally when it comes to like streamer types, there's like some big names that are always there that people are very loyal to, but some of them are also super helpful too. Just like, you know, they have so many people there that not as easy to be like directly helpful. Maybe get around here. Frozen. Here are these. Champions here. Alright. Player base, like the people who play it, like the base of people who play it, and like the personality of like the availability and like demographics. That kind of, like it's a big encompassing thing. Big encompassing thing. This way, there are champions. A lot of people who play PoE, they're very serious about it. I don't know. It always feels like the most approachable. So Last Epoch, it tends to be like a very smaller game between those 2 big communities. So sometimes I would imagine, like late in their season, it'll be a little quiet. But I'm sure they're building up a pretty decent base over there as well, because it's a pretty good game. It's not a really good game. Multi-shot summoners, explosives. Let's grab the lethal. Alright. Here. Alright, so it depends on the action RPG. Last Epoch actually has a really cool system for buying and selling things. You either choose to be into buying or selling, or you can have benefits for choosing to be like a more self-bind. And I wish we had that kind of system here. And then Z4, if you really want to get into buying and selling stuff, you usually have to use third-party websites where people are listing their wares and like do it through whispers and DMs in game and out. It can be a little messy, but granted, this game, if you don't want to be like buying and selling, it's very grindable. You gotta get whatever you want. They make it very straightforward to get the uniques for your build and that kind of deal without having to go through all that if you choose to. Okay, here. And then D4 has a significantly larger fan base. Diablo's been around for a very long time. It's like big company and like a big brand name. So our population in this game tends to stay up like well above the other ones in like off season. Right here. Last Epoch. They do, at least every time we look, do struggle later in the season. We were looking for like a lot of people to hang out with. But like I said, action RPG generally, they're very soloable, so you don't really have to worry about that too much. If it's not your thing. Okay, here. Get that Ralph in. How much Opticite do I have now? Right now, my Opticite is sitting at 914k after upgrading all of this today. Generally, I sit around that cap. No problem, anytime. After 300, this one we're grinding for glyph levels, because this is a fresh barbarian. So she does not have the glyphs done yet. It's kind of doing that. She also needs to grind for better uniques. I don't even have one of the swords that I want. It has to be like proper high bar, otherwise it's not really worth it. That's where we're at. Okay, here we are. Clear the champions. Yeah, I do. Especially now they added the opposite mines and the escalations. They were like perpetually capped. I have to upgrade things that I probably will never use at this point, just so I have space so I can keep grinding some more. They don't have enough stuff for me to do. Okay, here. Well, I used to grab the outside all the different meta builds and some non-meta builds across all classes. I played all classes now this season officially after doing this lunging strike. And then most of them I did like one of the more like mainline builds on them. And then like some razor wings, some odds and ends for rope. But Torment 4 baseline escalation content, not that sweaty. So you can play all sorts of builds. Granted, of course, you want ones that are fast and have a lot of screen clear for highest value. But you can pretty much play whatever you want, as long as the aspects and the gear is there for it. And having all my glyph levels helps a lot too. You can kind of push anything through for farming out the side I want. Explosives. Cleared out. World boss in 2 hours and 33 minutes. Alright, so we got some time. We got some time. Haven't been keeping up with the world boss much today, to be fair. We've seen one early on, maybe? If even. Maybe I didn't. Explosive. There's Ori coming. We're gonna do some beasts in the ice. Alright, now here. Like my obelisk. Here are the champs there for you. You're looking really for like most optimal for farming, speed, clearing, pretty much everything right now this season. It's Tiger Sorcerer. If you haven't already played it, thinking about playing it, you probably should. Anything that is like the standout, shiny is not so shiny the next season. Hopefully they don't take it too far back because that Hydra Forever deal needs to stay. It needs to stay. Grab the lethal. And then what else is here? Alright. So, Cold Summoner Terrors, little Tidewalker. Good thing. Chilling, chilling, chilling. Yeah, it is. It really is. Of course, scenes are gone. Vampire, I got you too. It looks good. Let's hit the Guardians there. Up we go. Your Collar of Frost. Da-da-da. Alright, so now 71. You like that burning, do you? Alright, there's Ori. So let's do the Beast in the Ice thing. So I need to go and dig out my fear here. Alright, so this goes out here first. Take a look at what we got. A lot of steel. I threw a lot of my fear onto other characters, I think is what I did. So I'm going to go grab some more of that while we're at it. I don't need as much of this living steel and that kind of thing right this second. Alright, who has the most of it? Now is the question. Is it you, villain? Let's find out. Okay. And here. Throw you, and we had... it's not you. I already cleaned him out of here at some point. Yeah, God. Let's see what this one's doing. I can click on it, that'd be great. Alright, Ray's getting tired. Let's see. Here we go. So that's what we're looking for. Let me switch out with this. We can go ahead and do that. Lord. Here. Another one. Yep, God's the one that's holding all this. Still not gonna be able to grab it all, but you know, enough for now. I think we're covered for the time being. Token Merlin, sell it. Now I got Queen of Spades. So I needed to switch out again. Looking for fear. 1, 2, 3. Fear there. Fear here. All of this fear here too. Put some of that away. Alright, now we're good to go. So let's go Beast in the Ice. What the heck is my map doing? Or not doing? The ice right here. The Glacial Fissure. Or you can rejoin. Looking for the boots for her, and then the boots for me. Apparently the Beast in the Ice thing is boots? Now to think of it, I guess that is consistent-ish. I feel like Gregoire has the boots for my necros, typically. Anyway, let's go. How does this look for us and our damage situation? Is he gonna go to extra phases? He might. No phase. Let me stay out of the way a little bit. Okay, for you and you. Lost Ori, almost lost me there for a second. You know. Dashy dash. Could have stayed there, would have been okay. Alright. Get her back up. Hopefully she gets these boots pretty quickly so she can improve her damage too. And pants, GA. Temerity. Would it? Would it? Alright. You should study. Study like time zones? Like halfway there. How rude. Get out of this. Trying to. Dirty melee things. Careful now. Unstoppable. This is fine, I think. That worked. You can concentrate. You can do it. I believe. A little more damage if I switch to the other instance, but right now we're okay. There we go. Open it. And Belial just showed up. Aha. Going again. Mainly earthquakes. Nice of him not to have too much phasing. Even let us kill him like that. I'm surprised. Didn't phase out. Good boots yet though. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Indeed. For sure. Let's get rid of all of you. Careful now. problems. Put this together, a little bit of that. Fine for you. Stay over here. Fine. Got this again. Cover lunatics. Echo with the beast in the ice. Not bad. Let's see, horde. We got those going. Inventory, no Belial, no Belial. Okay. Now what's going on for you? Nothing. We'll clear that. Let me go through. Yeah, I think I just remember if it's relevant. I don't remember like the GMT and all this sort of thing. Nope. Too much effort. Too much work. Or maybe I'm just too American. That's a real problem. Ew, this is not Canada. There are other cities in this game. Gross. Yeah, see, you're thinking about EST plus what amount, yeah, instead of like the universally accepted way.
Hello.
She's coming. Let's go. You can't understand most British people, so you just avoid them. Some of those accents, they are pretty strong. Are you sure that's English? Are you sure? Stay here. Really interesting. I mean, I definitely a decent amount of it over here in Florida as well. Whoops, I died. I don't think I got caught there. Oh, my unstoppable. Alright. That hurts. Yep, got caught again. Don't have my unstoppable. Get me up. There we go. Now it's out. Not that I need it right this second. These businesses are not great. Like I said, sometimes I go to the bosses, I kind of get wrecked a little bit because I haven't perfected all this stuff. I got like 60% on some of those rolls. Not ideal. Belial again. I do get a healthy amount of Belial, don't I? Somebody was over here earlier asking me, how do you get so much? Like, just RNG? It's just super ironic because I am not even doing Belial this season. Like, oh, you gotta give the person who needs these the least. The husks. Granted, it's so easy to buy them as one really needs them. I don't think there's much struggle in that regard. This is why I'm not doing any of them. Paint Gorgers, 85%. Nope. Please give her the boots. She just needs some shoes. Is that too much to ask? Not gonna have my unstoppable all this time. Alright, what are you? Here you go. That went alright. That should be fine. Out of all of that. Gives those and still. Oh, there we go. That was enough. That was enough. Two-handed axe, huh? Not what I'm looking for. Got ancient oath sitting around here. Anytime I get a good one of those, I'm like, oh, maybe play that. I never do. I never do. There was one season where it's like anything you hit with, of course, would be bleeding, so we could play that if you wanted to, and it worked fine. Maybe a few seasons like that. Best thing I can do is two-handed axe ancestral. Well, those are not boots. Those are not boots. Here we go again. Sitting in the middle of this, what could possibly go wrong? Don't say like much, to be fair. It worked out for everybody. Two-handed axes. Got these items here. Now we can inventory. More loot, more loot. Okay, now we don't need any of that, do we? Nope, we do not. Heading right back in. Oh, like a 5-hour drive. Takes longer than that for me to get out of my state. Okay, then... For a lot of countries out there, that's pretty far. That's really far. They go that far, they're out of their country. They're like in the water. They're nowhere at all. So yeah, that's kind of far. For us in the States, you know, maybe not that far. You all might as well be Canadian. Here. Country was proper big enough, dude. Oh dear. Let's go ahead and revive. Dash, dash, dash into death. I know the feeling well. Alright. We'll get her up in a moment. Where'd she go? There she is. So, like, really look hard to find the Berserk headstone. Grab the rings. For Florida. I don't know about this winter business. It sounds awful. We have to leech some boots, eh? Alright. I kill the beast in the ice. What a magical wind forest in a season where no one wants wind forest. Wait, is there ever a season we want wind forest? I think I've used it a few times. It has once upon a time in something. Just... Alright. There you go. You're 39. Your Florida migration gene is kicking in soon. I mean, that's apparently what they do up there. So I've learned the hard way throughout my life. Here. And then we, of course, reflexively blame you guys for everything when you do come down here. Okay. She just walked into it. Like, you've never actually fought this before. There. The underwater bridge, yes. Oh. Buying brain cells. I don't know if you can afford. But I always say every time you say that, it's like even more so the people who would sell them can't afford to sell. So, you know, it is what it is. Work with what you got. They're here. Just a little bit. Uh-oh. Move down again. Okay, then here. Go ahead and revive if I can. There you go. We'll hit this so we don't die. She bailed from that, so she didn't die. Everyone's currently a winner. Oh dear. Oh no, yeah. The horror. Better not to ask. How did? Why did? It's fine. It's fine. And an Ahu Kwa. Let's grab these, this, those, all this. Alright. I know. Tormented Echo Beast in the Ice. Just being a beast in the ice not good enough. He's a tormented echo. He's gotta be all the extra. Gave her boots. Finally. Finally. Better than nothing. Are they good boots or bad boots? 0.65, I mean, it's not the worst. Good starter. What was the aspect? Resource? Yeah. Decent aspect. All around winner for a starter. There you go, there he is. Alright. No, in D4, you grind the pit to get 300. You do not regrind campaign. You basically skip campaign as soon as you've done it once forever and just do seasonal stuff. And do grind contents. Okay. There you go. Let's get Ori back up here. So looking for a better pair of my boots. Why are playable? I just need something proper sweaty. Inventory next. Okay. So now, how's that doing? Mantle Mountain's Fury, 66 out of 80. Can't be dealing with that. Not good enough. Here, cause you're slow, you get to ride around the horse in town. You're welcome. Dante. The dog that matches this vibe the most, of course. Alright. Just gonna masterwork the booties. So what if you instantaneously get better boots? Then what? It's fine. I'm sure she has plenty of all this art. Just like me. We kinda hit the cap a few times out here. So, not dead yet. Fine, I'm still unstoppable. Serviceable, serviceable. Be here. There you go. I don't know, all the random stuff in Florida, I couldn't tell you. There you are. Bye. So, there's that. Got little gloves. We'll go again. Yeah, we got space. You can kill this. Calvin, the hair is the Calvin. I don't know if that is quite. This name for this boss is quite that bad. Still here for a little bit. Never mind if we do. Let's see now with Ori down there. Revive here. These things are all being a little extra. There we go. Instead of dying. See now. There you go. Dun, dun, dun. Is that lunging strike? Slander? Grab the ring. But not that big a deal. Go ahead and hit this now. Ring red fewer. But she did get boots. So she's got that going for her. I have not picked up any of mine. Yeah, it's here. There's Childish. Go here for a second. There you go. Now I gotta kill the little eyes. Got so many pulls. Can't complain. That trap doing the thing now. Here you go. About to go with that one. Sacrifice him! Yeah, we can sacrifice some Chow levels. The 300's gotta stay. Best armor. There's some gloves. Look at the roll of the jelly. Okay. Here we go. A voracious fire starter over here. A little early, but it'll still work. Get those hydras out. What you doing? Okay, here. It's childish. It literally says childish. Let's open this. If you want it to be childish, you have to name it childish. Your name is childish. That's what it says. It's not my fault. I didn't name you. Okay, let's do this. Inventory that. Yes, there was old PvP, or D2 has old PvP, it's like kind of a wild style, and this one has a little bit of PvP in specific zones. So you have to fight either here or here, and then generally it's not very happening, but you know, it's there. Say that it is. I'll throw this in the storage. I'll let you know I don't need it. There we are. Going again. Basically, yes, we just keep killing this demon until he drops off of his loot table what we want. Gonna keep going, because I know child's loading times could be a bit extra.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here. A little bit of all of that. Okay, just a touch. Go in the next phase. We have the hydras ready. It should be a little smoother. Careful. And here we go again. Digging in the ice, I'll be fine. No worries at all. Okay, here. Fine for it. Here's that. The lunatics. There you go. So now let's open up the Beast in the Ice's Horde, and then winner there. Go again. Even a single ancestral. Okay. Here we are. What kind of checkpoint do you mean? Oh, we don't have to, yeah, we don't have to do like any dungeon or anything like that. We just kill him where he spawns, so we spawn camp him, yeah. Pretty much. Alright, so we are. Pop these. Yeah, and they buff basics a little bit, and then you have the new boots. So casting basic skill while maximum fury causes your fury to increasingly drain until you run out, during which your basic skills now cleave, dealing up to 100% increased damage. So basic skills for Barbarian got that skill buff. Alright. Let's go get her back up. Here you go. Everybody open those things before I summon the next one. I think we're good. Let's go. She might be sleepwalking a little bit. A little bit. Fully asleep? No, but something in between? Yeah. He died for that line. Was it worth it? I don't know. But you would think with a Hydra we'd be all sorted. Clearly we're not. Clearly we're not. Gonna get him back up here. There we are. Good. Mm-hmm. Indeed. Now you're alive, so... Do we have Hydra in here? Can we drop the Hydra? Are you a Hydra? I'm pretty sure he's a Hydra. Where are they? Where are the Hydras? Say anything. I saw an Inferno. Guess that's something. One more for inventory. I don't know if the multiplicative damage on Dust Devil is rocking enough right now to make that a solid build. I know generally Whirlwind itself as a base damage situation is not highly regarded. Still needs work. Can you farm on that all the way up to Torment 4? Probably. Probably if your gear is proper sweaty. But I don't know how that's gonna fare. Like, you're looking to level up those glyphs. The multiplicatives just might not be there. Alright. Here we go. Careful now. Yes, you do get mythics, like maybe like 1/4 of the time. Like, it's a pretty decent chance, but it's not a guaranteed chance when you do those. And then it has the very small time window for the beacons. So when you go in there, make sure you got a build that's like solid about doing the tribute, otherwise you're gonna waste it. It's not too bad, but it's the shorter window enough that some builds, if you're not like really put together like the meta stuff, you might struggle a little bit. Did inventory before that. Congrats on your error prediction. No problem, no problem. And then he's flying. Good for the gears. Oh dear. How is the Hydra that you're using to grind towards 300 struggling? Chow, what's going on here? Alright, let's see. Let's do one of this. Oh dear. Oh dear, what is happening on this team right now? My one day, not a full day old barbarian out here like saving lives. How did this happen? How did we get here? Okay, Ori, there you go. Carry us or something. Okay. This is happening. Where is the missing person here? Where did they go? Oh, there she is. She's like hidden under the pillar. I can see it. I can see the body, but not the headstone. Alright. Around the ring, and it's inventory time. Goodness gracious me, oh my. So, Ring the Ravenous, Rin Brawling Skill 7.2. I think I'll play it. Because of Faithful 285, only 1 GA. Not enough. Let's throw that in the storage. Just see when I got space. Do I? I think I do. Alright. Alright, she's gonna get her self-confidence back by destroying it on her Hydra. So, bring forth the real Hydra. That's what we need to see. My life will be easy. Take this drunk in the meantime. So inventory while she's switching. Okay. Hello. I'll get rid of these. Whoa. Whelp? Whelp like a dragon whelp, or a whelp like, oh well. Maybe both.
Hello. Greetings. Hello.
Dante's kind of pretty yappy. Now he's not doing it. That would be Shroud. Yeah, there he is. All the barking. Oh, we're looking for a better pair of these boots. 100%. A GAL movement speed would be nice too. There's a part of me that's like, we should still triple crit the movement speed again, even if it means I lose potential damage. Because right now my movement speed is not great. It's not great. There you go. Aha. So we'll take this. Belial is coming. Ooh, that's me. I know. The build ones do make it easy. Alright, gloves. This is what they get for what they have done into that poor rogue. She needs her revenge. Okay then. Open that right up. Best armor, lack rune, go again. Got. Yeah, I figured it was something like that you just did. It's like I can tell what it was enough to know what it meant. It's actually kind of cool. Okay. Take all this. And we'll inventory. Some bunny toes. These look like bunny toes to you? Those are the mountain god? The mountain god of bunny? Is that what I didn't know? The more you know, I guess. The rate everybody revs these engines outside, you'd think I'd be in an area where I have good internet. It always seems so crowded, so busy.
Greetings.
So populated. It's like it's really not. Grumble, grumble.
Hello.
Alright, good to go? Yeah. The Vile Glade. Hydra's are ready. Just out here making sure I'm unstoppable, just in case. Tinkerbell slippers next. Sounds like something some sorcerers would wear. Two-handed mace. Not a hellhammer. Don't care for any of that. Brim. Another. There, chow. Got some chest armor, some swords, and all of that. Why do mechanics when you can be lazy? It's true enough. Like, why do mechanics when you just be the overpower build? The game asks us this all the time. It's like they made extra mechanics, so the only thing that happens is it punishes us more if we are not the top meta. It's like, oh, okay. Why do this? The passes of the dawning sky. I'm sure that's what you were looking for, right? Triple resistance business. You gotta open that box. Sure no one is out of materials. Okay, I was just making sure. Wait the timer. Making us all wait the timer. Wait, I got 52 out of 60, but the one I have is fine for now. Give me a Ramalades? Words. 0.44. Yeah, I like the one I have better. It's still not all that good. Belial. Full inventory after him. Alright. Go ski down Kilimanjaro before descending into hell again. with these boots on the mountain god. Alright. So, inventory. Wait, maybe not. Wait, did I not open the box? I don't even know what happened. Anyway, I can do one more before inventory, I guess. I'm just like, what happened here? Things happened. Alright. There you go. Let's inventory for real this time. Hellhammer, regular ravenous. So this one, so you want 80, 5.88. Average Joe. Okay. Pretty sure, can't you spell average Joe in the amount of letters that they give us? Why don't just go for it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. You get 12 characters. I guess they do just that average. Okay, helm. Don't need you with a season.
Hello.
Waiting for someone who's not even here right now? That doesn't seem right. I protest. Here you go. Discrimination. Yeah, that's it. That's what happened. Let's take those items. Little pincushion doll for you. Ancient's Oath, the Ravenous, the Butcher's Cleaver. Alright. There you go. What we do while we up to little tech room. Another one. Was the inventory down already? I don't think so. Excuse me. Okay, that's going fine. Let's take the gold. Two-handed mace. I'll take this one. Yeah, she should be a crit hydra. Inventory. Yeah, can wait for us here. I don't know if there's Belial or not. Oh well, it's fine. Very nice stuff. Forgot that existed. Strength wallet. Nah. Upheaval is a weird one. So we got Joe and Bob hanging out over here. Oh dear. Okay. One-handed, two-hand? What are you talking about? Oh, she is one-handed, not hand. There you go. And another. Don't want any of this, do I? Not really. But we're taking it anyway. All those legendary runes I can actually hold on to. Some of them, that's wild. Not like having to deposit for now. Look at this. What else are we up to? And Stygian stones. Here. Another one. No ancestrals yet. Going again. Alright. See how that does. That'll happen sometimes. Let's open up here. Another grandpapa. Only one GA. One of the two they already have saved up. Let's see. So, maximum resource one. Actually, I like that. Hold on to it. More resource, more damage out here. You go. My Barbarian, I guess something decent? Maybe. Alright. Inventory again. Get out of here with that. Didn't hear the noisy portal this time. So, only the grandfather dropped ancestral and or better. Let's throw this in the storage. Uh-oh. I got no space. That's alright. I can make some. Easy. Let's do it. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody here. Oh, well, child's on the way out, but that's okay. We can work with it. There you go. Alkane didn't even drop his fire, did he? Nope, he showed up and was gone. Well, I thought I said Trey was Belial. Look at these two. Bring out your dead. What are you going on about? Person is deranged. Okay. Yes, uniques are typically build dependent with some exceptions that give you like universal aspects. So it depends on what your build is, if the unique is for you or not. Later, I should forever. Alrighty. Okay, chill, laid back, short streams for me. For like the end of the season, but we're waiting for PoE too, so not doing my usual 12s. Let's go again. Alright. What's up? Cooldown reductions, weapon mastery, pain gorgers. 105. Yeah, soon. Okay. Pop this open. Okay, we'll take those. Inventory. Go back to town. And oh, we got Belial. Alright, so let's get to the stuff real quick. Run, run. Can I catch it? I bet I can. I'm surprised to see Fawn unmuted in the Discord right now and not like snoring or something like this. It's like, what? Like, actually there? Is he awake? What happened? Almost never happens. Okay, let's collect these things. We'll go again. 120%. Boo to that. Okay. Echo the beast in the ice. That'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Just chilling. Don't mind if I do. Get out of that again. Alright. Don't mind that. We lost the childish. Let's bring the childish back up. There you go. Hands and all. Roll through these. What do I do to get all the mobs to come back after me right now? We have two things that are doing. Actually, well, right now I have one. I have Wrath the Berserker. When we had the rogue for Ori, she had Death Trap, but right now it's just me doing the pull. And I have a pretty good cooldown on it with the Hero Gaff, so I get a lot of pull. There you go. Don't think any of our Storks here are running the Raymond, so for now it's only me. There you go. Inventory after this. So, let me open that up. Grab you, and you, and you. Sort that out. Okay, now we don't need that, do we? No, we do not. Alright, we'll clear that again. Forge more than horseshoes and nails. What you need. You have to say it. The odds are that's what you do mostly. So I'm a little concerned. That's my problem when I'm using you as master worker. You're a specialist in horseshoes and nails. So you don't have what I need. Can't trust that. What else? I can collect. This. Just knocking at your door. Was it important? More important than slaying this demon? I doubt it. Alright, so 200 maces. Let's get rid of that. Aha. Got you a little bit. We'll clear that. Fine. Pincushion doll. Hello, hello. Way too much of that Endarial business right here. Way too much. Already 71 on this character. I did not pick up any of that from any of the other characters. That is... I picked up a grandfather months ago. And then Ori got one, yeah. Right here. Cushion dolls. Going for the next one.
Hello.
Howdy ho. This is for you. There's that again. I'll take that gold. Here you are. Grab you and all of you. Inventory time. Inventory time. Oh, Belial, we're in good shape there. I did not get anything really good, did I? Oh, that's actually a 96 for belligerence. So that is technically an upgrade. So I did get something good. I didn't realize that it happened. Yeah. You say these things, but I don't know if I believe you. Let's do that for now. Right this second, but 96% is a step in the right direction. I got the belligerence as well. Grab those. I fought more than horseshoes and nails. So, I don't know what the follow-up for that is, but I'm sure there should be some sort of follow-up. I thought about it hard enough. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Imagine. Alright. Let's take these. Totally what she says. I fought more than horseshoes and nails. What you mean? Huh? Question mark? I'm sure. Good deal, good deal. Good old Alkane. And the Mantle of Malcolm's Fury. We can do without it. Alright, another one. Kangor just got this 110%. Nope. Don't need this. Okay. Da-da-da. No winners. I am not impressed with these. Another one. Inventory after. We can do a Dante. Here, being all sorts of extra. Another inventory after. And we got boots. Attributed Titans. We got a pincushion doll. That is not what I'm looking for. Let's inventory this. Uh oh. There's another one going. Too soon, too soon. Let's see. I got another pair of these, only 79%. Unacceptable. Inventory. Not get in here in time to do this. Belial might show up. It'd be very unfortunate if he did, because I didn't open this box. So just be like, oh, cleaning up scraps for what? For what?
Greetings.
Alright, he didn't show up. Mm-hmm. Queen of Spades. It's just not the same. That's just strange. She's very pale. Don't think so. Put those back on. What are you doing? Alright, let's start this. Old King. Old King. Okay. There he goes. Chow came in just in time. Just in time. Just in time. Armor. Let's grab the pincushion doll here. One of you, one of you, one of you. Right this way. And another. Beast in the Ice is done for. Let's get that gold. Anything we really like here? I'd say no. No Belial, or is Belial? No. They were nothing. It's always that easy every time, so yes. Okay, what's there about disruption? I don't care for the task of the Donnie Sky one bit. Let's go. A little bit of all of you here. I'll take that. There's the ice sword. Collect a little bit of this. And we'll inventory. And we'll get rid of that. Lucky Strike actually causes quite a bit of a mess. Not a bad little thing. All good. Granted, it's off of this. Interesting.
You are courting pain and death.
Something like that. Bye bye, beastie. Let's open this again. A little bit all of you. And the gloves. Whoops. Alright, it's alright. 99% and the belligerents. Compare them. Congrats on the perdition. On our last 30 distilled beer now. No, this is not solo self-find. This game doesn't actually have that as an official mode. You can have it be self-imposed, but there's not like a proper like league for it. Season or anything, but realm, I guess they call it in this game. No, you didn't take your whole full stacks. I mean, it could be why. I thought I had a proper good pair a moment ago, but I got a better one. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, it does get more value. True, true. Let's open this up. And take these. Sword, the two hands and mace. Another one coming out. This is just revenge killing. Yes, vengeance. Oh, good. Vengeance killing. Alright. Thought he was gonna fly away for a second. I was just like, how? I got all the hydras. Okay, then. Let's do the inventory. Alrighty, how do we look here? Steel grass. Nah, she doesn't need it on that character. She's got plenty. It's just about her. It's all another character. Got a space here, do I? I guess I do here. These I'll have to compare, decide what I'm gonna do with those in a moment, but for now we're good. There's another Hulk. Always a druid. Well, they can't have the green fur appropriately anymore. Why'd they take that? Alright. Let's go ahead and queue us up another one of these bosses. We got the Chow here still. Okay, here. Cool for the moment. Got a little bit of burning and our bleed happening there. Got caught by the storm. Side of it, we end up on a sea. Get that for you. Little kink for hide. Whoops. Didn't hurt too much. Excuse me. Now he's going again. Go ahead and kill this. Fine. Let's get your Chow back up here. There you are. It's a ring. Don't really need those, but sure, I'll take it. We're waiting on the next. So, there's Belial. That'll do. These, whatever his face is, not a good one. You up the next one of these.
Greetings.
Here you go. Mine too. There you are. Take these. Let's open this up again for you. How we doing? Get some gloves. Pin cushions. We need another one. Let's wait for Child to open up his. That'll do. And Fist of Fate, 295% chance to roll. Double swing. Twin strikes. I forget twins strikes exist. I don't think I ever actually played double swing in the era of twin strikes, have I? It's strange, but I think accurate. The constant double swing 4 times your double swing sweeps it will each hit 2 additional times, dealing 140% increased damage for 3 seconds. It's not bad. I don't think I'd actually play it, but this is like good enough. I should hold on to it. Belial coming again. Hey, buddy. Get you out of here. Out he goes. Alright. Collect all of this. And we'll head back to town. That's gonna do it for me for stream for today. I'll be back sometime early in the morning for more working on this Barbarian. She's already come a pretty decent way. We got over legendaries on the glyphs, so the damage is feeling a lot better. I don't have like the proper extra unique sword and all of the like resource kind of situated to do like live her best life, but she's getting there. She's getting there. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll go hang out with somebody else in the D4 thing in a moment on the Twitch side. I will see you when I see you. Have fun. Bye bye.